Welcome back to Tash's Crochet, where I'm going to show you how to make your very own Charmander. In order to make the video shorter, I uploaded a separate tutorial on how to make the Pikachu hat you see in the video. And a huge thank you to all of my testers. The full list is on my Instagram. Right, let's get started. So I'm using some velvet orange yarn for this section, and I'm also going to be using a 5mm hook. We're going to be starting with the head and body, so we're going to be doing 7 single crochet in a magic ring. I want to make these videos usable for anyone with any experience, so if there's any part of the tutorial that you're finding difficult, please let me know and I can change it for next time. Don't forget to place your stitch marker in the last stitch of your first round, and then we're going to be moving on to round 2, where we're going to increase the whole way around, and it should leave you with 14 stitches. Sometimes it's good to make sure that you're starting in the right stitch, so I like to count round and make sure. Typically I'll show you how to do all of the stitches for that round, and then I'll fast forward it so you don't have to sit and watch me do it at the slow rate that I do. At the end you should have 14 stitches and it should look like this. Starting on round 3 we're going to be doing a single crochet, and then we're going to be doing an increase, and we're going to repeat that the entire way round, and you should end up with 21 stitches. This is what your project should look like at the end of round 3. On to round 4, we're going to be doing 2 single crochet and an increase, and of course repeating that entire way round and ending up with 28 stitches. And this is how you should look at the end of round 4. On to round 5, we're going to be doing 3 single crochet and an increase. Of course, we're going to be entire way around and ending up with 35 stitches. That is round 5 complete. So for rounds 6 to 10, we're going to be single crocheting the entire way around, which is 5 rounds, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. It's always good to clarify just because sometimes me or even other people tend to mess it up. This is only finished up to round 6, you need to go and do it all the way up to round 10. Round 11 is where it starts to get a little bit confusing, but you really need to follow these and have the exact count number, otherwise you've probably messed it up, and instead of just adding in an extra stitch, you really need to make sure that it's the correct amount, otherwise it messes up the face shape. I've just finished speeding through the 8 single crochet, and now we're going to move on to the 6 increases. Now we've done the increase in the single crochet. You're going to see that this is where we start making the cheek. The next part now is 2 single crochet, and then we're going to be doing 4 increase, which is going to be the nose. This is where we're going to do the other 2 single crochets. And now we're going to be doing another 6 increase before finishing off with 7 single crochet. At the end of round 11, you should have 51 stitches, and now you can really start seeing the head take shape. So you've got 2 big cheeks either side and a nice nose in the middle. Round 12, you need to single crochet all the way around. You should have 51 stitches still, and this is what it should look like. On to round 13, we're going to decrease what we increased. So you need to start by doing 8 single crochet. After you've done all of your single crochets, as you can see here, I've done mine. Over the next 12 stitches, we're going to be doing 6 decreases. So if you have a look here, we're going to be turning 2 stitches into 1. After you've done all of your decrease, it's time to do 2 single crochet and 4 decreases. As you can see, the cheek is starting to pop now. We're just kind of repeating what we did before, so we're going to be doing 2 single crochet over these next stitches, 6 decreases, and then finishing off with 7 single crochet. You should finish round 13 with 35 stitches. On to round 14, we're going to be doing 3 single crochet and a decrease, repeating that the entire way around. This is what it should look like at the end, and you should have 28 stitches. On to round 15, we're going to be doing 2 single crochet followed by a decrease, and of course repeating that the entire way around, leaving you with 21 stitches. This is what your head should look like after round 15. For round 16, we're going to be doing a single crochet followed by a decrease and repeating that the entire way around, leaving you with 14 stitches. Don't fasten off just because we're going to be continuing on from the head to the body later. In order to find the best placement of eyes, I like to stuff the head of my plushie first. One big thing is that when you're stuffing, you need to put loads of stuffing in the cheeks and nose area, otherwise it's going to kind of fold in on itself. I know a lot of you ask this, and I have no idea what size the toy eyes I'm using are, so I'm just using the reference of my other Pikachu plushie. If you have a look at this box, not one of them comes with sizing, so I haven't got a clue how big they are, so if anyone can help me try and find it out, I'd really appreciate it. You want to place the eyes between the cheeks and the nose in between rounds 9 to 10, with roughly 6 stitches between them. Yes, at the moment he looks a little derpy, but trust me, when you're finished, you need to pull those eyes in, and I'll show you how to do that later on. For now, we're going to be moving on to the body. So we're going to do an increase all the way around. It can get a bit finicky, so I decided to take all of my stuffing out once I'd added the eyes. This is what it should be looking like, and you should have 28 stitches. Next, we're going to be moving on to round 18, where we're going to be doing a single crochet and an increase all the way around, so you should have 42 stitches. this is what he should look like after round 18, and now I'm going to stuff the head, making sure that I really get a lot of stuffing in those cheeks and nose. For rounds 19 to 22, we're going to be single crocheting all the way around, and you should have 42 stitches, and that's 4 rounds, 19, 20, 21 and 22. And this is the look at the end of round 22. For round 23, we need to do 5 single crochet and an increase, repeating that the entire way around, getting you to 49 stitches. For round 24, we're just going to be single crocheting the entire way around. We're going to start closing off the body now, so we're going to do 5 single crochet and a decrease all the way around for round 25, and we're going to be ending up with 42 stitches. And this is how your gorgeous Charmander should be looking at this point. For round 26, we're going to be doing 4 single crochet, followed by a decrease all the way around, and this is going to leave you with 35 stitches. On to round 27, where we're going to be doing 3 single crochet and a decrease all the way around, leaving you with 28 stitches. For round 28, we're just going to single crochet the entire way around. On to round 29, we're going to be doing 2 single crochet followed by a decrease all the way around, leaving you with 21 stitches. We're getting really close to the end now, so for round 30 we're going to be doing a single crochet and a decrease, repeating that all the way around, leaving you with 14 stitches. This is where you should start stuffing your body, and also make sure that you're continually stuffing as we're closing. onto round 31, we're going to decrease the entire way around. Make sure that you're adding your last bits of stuffing, because in round 32 we're going to decrease the entire way around, and in the final stitch you need to do a slip stitch to fasten off. Then you need to sew the hole closed. This is typically how I like to finish off my plushies. I'm pretty sure I'm using a hook size that's slightly too big for this yarn, so I end up with little gaps in my crochet. This can be fixed by going in with a needle and thread. After you've got this last little bit hidden away in the body, you are finished! And now I'm going to show you how to fix those eyes. Insert your needle in the back of the head, come through the head, out the eye socket, back in, through the head, back outside this side and back into where you originally pulled the needle through, and pull it tight, and you should see the eyes pull inwards. Voila! You have finished the head and body of your Charmander. Don't forget that you can always do additional sort of shaping with your hook after you've finished. Now we're going to be moving on to the arms. For round 1, we're going to be doing 4 single crochet in a magic ring. Moving on to round 2, we're going to be doing an increase in every stitch around. For round 3, we're going to be doing a single crochet and an increase all the way around, leaving you with 12 stitches. For round 4, we're going to be doing a single crochet all the way around, and you should still have 12 stitches. On to round 5, we're going to be doing a single crochet and a decrease all the way around, leaving you with 8 stitches. For the next 2 rounds, 6 to 7, we're going to be doing a single crochet all the way around. So first of all, you need to fully stuff your arm, and then what we're going to do is kind of squish it together, and we're going to single crochet through both sides. Don't forget to slip stitch and fasten off, leaving enough yarn for you to sew to the body later. And now we can move on to the feet. For round 1, we're going to chain 5. For round 2, we're going to go back along our chain. Skipping the first stitch, we're going to do 3 single crochet and then an increase in that final stitch. Onto the top side now, we're going to be doing 3 single crochet and an increase. I sometimes find it difficult getting my hook in, so using a smaller hook size can help you out. I apologise for this part being out of focus. I think I was just concentrating too much. So you should end up with 10 stitches at the end of this, and this is kind of how it should look like. For round 3, we're going to be increasing the whole way around, and that should leave you with 20 stitches. For round 4, we're going to single crochet the entire way around, and you should still have 20 stitches. For round 5, we're going to start decreasing all the way around, and you should have 10 stitches. Just to finish off, we're going to be doing a slip stitch and pulling your yarn through, making sure that you leave enough to sew to the body later. Now let's start on the tail. For round 1, we're going to be doing 4 single crochet in a magic ring. For round 2, we're going to single crochet all the way around. Don't forget to use a smaller hook size here if you struggle as much as I do. You'll find that your work is inside out, so you might need to use the end of a crochet hook or just something pointy to push it back out. For round 3, we're going to be doing a single crochet and an increase all the way around, and you should have 6 stitches. For round 4, we're going to single crochet all the way around, and you should still have 6 stitches. So for round 5, we're going to be doing 2 single crochet and an increase. You only have to do this twice and it should leave you with 8 stitches. For round 6, you need to single crochet the entire way around. For round 7, you need to do 3 single crochet and an increase. It should leave you with 10 stitches. For round 8, we're going to be single crocheting the entire way around. You should still have 10 stitches. For round 9, we need to do 4 single crochet and an increase. This should leave you with 12 stitches. For round 10, you need to single crochet the entire way around. For round 11, you need to do 5 single crochet and an increase, leaving you with 14 stitches. For round 12, you need to do a single crochet all the way around, leaving you with 14 stitches. For round 13, you need to do 6 single crochet and an increase all the way around, which leaves you with 16 stitches. And finally, for round 14, we're just going to single crochet the entire way around. Now you can start looking at the best placement of your tail on your plushie. I sewed my tail in between rounds 19 to 26, so something roughly like that. Now we're going to work on the flame. This is where things get a little bit more difficult. We are going to start by chaining 7. So we're going to skip the first stitch and we're going to do 2 single crochet along. Then we're going to chain 2. We're going to single crochet along the second chain that we've just done. So we're going to do 1 single crochet here, and then we're going to do another single crochet back into the original foundation chain that we did. Now we're going to do 2 single crochet again. although this time we're going to be chaining 3. We're going to single crochet back along this second chain, so we're going to do 2 single crochet here, 1 and 2, and then we're going to place our last single crochet back into the same stitch of that original foundation chain. Now we're going to do another 2 single crochet, we're going to chain 2, so we're going to do a single crochet along this chain, and then back into the foundation chain we're going to do a slip stitch in order to fasten off. And these are by far the most difficult parts of this pattern, so well done, you've done 1, so you need to make 2 of these, and next we're going to be moving on to the red flame that will go in the middle. Here we go again, except now we're doing the red flame, so we're going to chain 8. Skipping the first stitch, we are going to do 2 single crochet along. Then we're going to chain 3. So we're going to be single crocheting back along the second chain that we've just made now. So we're going to do 1 single crochet here, followed by a second single crochet, and then the final one we're going to be doing into the same stitch but of the foundation chain. Now we're only going to do 1 single crochet, and then we're going to chain 3. So we're going to repeat what we did for the last one. We're going to put a single crochet here, another single crochet, and then in the final single crochet we're going to do that in the foundation chain. Now we need to single crochet again, except this time we're going to be chaining 4. So we're going to be doing a total of 3 single crochets back along this chain, and then the 4th one is going to be into the foundation chain. I hope this makes sense, but if it doesn't, then always feel free to ask in the comment section. Now we're basically going to be repeating what we did for the first 2 mini flames at the front here on this side. So we're going to do 1 single crochet and chain 3. We're going to be doing 2 single crochets back along this, and then for the 3rd one we're going to be doing that into the foundation chain. And for the final one now, we're going to do a single crochet, and then we are going to chain 3. And then we're going to do 2 single crochet back along this chain, and then another single crochet back into the foundation chain. In the final stitch, you need to do a single crochet, and then in the same stitch you need to do a slip stitch to fasten it off. Then you can cut your yarn and leave enough for sewing. So I'm lazy and I glued mine together using hot glue, but I do highly recommend sewing it together if you're going to be selling your plushie. Now we're going to start on Charmander's yellow belly, and we're going to do that by chaining 11. Working back along, we're going to skip the first stitch, and then we're going to do 9 single crochet, and in the last stitch we're going to increase. Now we're going to go onto the other side, and we're going to do an increase in this first stitch, and then we're going to do 9 single crochet all the way back along. So now we're going to be working on the back side of our work, so you need to chain 1 and flip your work, so you're crocheting in the other direction. We're going to do 10 single crochet, 2 increase and 10 single crochet. So your project should be looking something like this at the moment. We're going to turn again, so we need to chain 1 and flip your work. And we're going to do 11 single crochet, 2 increase, and then another 11 single crochet. Slip stitch in the final stitch and then leave quite a lot of yarn for sewing to the body. This yellow foot detail is really quick, I promise, so you just need to do 5 single crochet in a magic ring, and then if you do a slip stitch at the end of it and fasten off, leaving enough yarn for sewing to the body, you're done. Now it's time to put everything together. So I ended up sewing the arms between rounds 17 to 21 either side of the head, but of course put it wherever you think looks best on your plushie. I placed the feet the same width apart, just slightly lower down. As for the tail, I attached that between roughly rounds 19 to 26, and in the centre I used this huge needle to help keep it in place. Sadly, my mother wasn't around to pester, so I couldn't force her to sew on the flames to the tail, so of course I ended up gluing it on. Of course, if you're going to be selling your plushie, I highly recommend sewing it. I attached the belly in between the arms and the legs. You could do these additional details in white felt or in white yarn like I did. And then you need to add on the yellow feet. To finish off, I added some pink felt for some blushing cheeks, and then I forgot to record it, but I added some nostrils too. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe if you want to see more, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!